So the first thing that I want to make really clear is that our trauma is up. All of us, everyone, our trauma is up, it's on the surface. And very simply put, trauma is simply any experience that we've had in the past that was overwhelming to us and we felt powerless to do anything about it. And whoever you are and however you've been raised, everyone has experienced some form of trauma, some more than others, some less than others, it doesn't matter. As a human being, we have all experienced trauma. And now, all of us are re-experiencing our traumas that haven't been completed yet. So when the person that wrote in said that she's feeling like a 2-year-old, that's brilliant, because there is likely a 2-year-old part of her that is activated. It's on the surface. It's having its authentic experiences. And the other thing that I want to make really clear, Casey, is that it's completely natural for us to be experiencing all manner of emotions. And so what our inner work can do for us is to help us to recognize that parts of us are having certain experiences. And then we can reach for whatever supports us and helps us feel stable and calm, so that we can tend to those parts and honor their experience. First and foremost, it's really important to honor the experience rather than trying to push it away, trying to repress it, because most of us have lived long enough to discover that that isn't really very effective, especially in the long term. So the first of 3 things is to connect to resources outside and around you and inside you. The second thing is to clear inner clutter. So right now, a lot of us have a few extra hours in the day that we're not commuting. We're not in the car on our way to some kind of work. And there have been plenty of books written about how clearing clutter can change your life. And then the third thing, which is, in my experience, the most powerful and important and utterly transformative, is to bring your parts back home that you got disconnected from. Part of our inner genius when we're experiencing things that are overwhelming, where we feel powerless to do anything about it, is to leave, to take a break. And oftentimes those parts of us that leave will come back home. But many times those parts are lingering, waiting for us to retrieve them. All of these ingenious ways that we have learned to cope and to survive and to thrive over the years have nothing to do with weakness or dysfunction. They're really the best we could do in the circumstances that we've been in. So right now we have the opportunity to have little to lose by going deep. And you will not know this until you experience it for yourself, that the deeper you go, the more beauty you find, the more power you find, the more value you find. This is what the healers of old have always known to do. These things are indigenous to all of us. And it's just those 3 things: connect to resources, clear clutter, and love your parts back home. So, how do we do that? First is, no matter what's going on, emotional, physical sensation, whether you like it or don't like it, just move your attention into your physical body. Notice it, acknowledge it, allow it. You don't have to like it. You can be having thoughts at the same time. And you may notice a settling happens right there. If not, that's okay. We're not trying to force anything here. The third step is to let your belly be soft and breathe deep into a soft belly, offering that breath as a gift. That's the secret sauce here. We're not forcing the body to breathe, because sometimes when we're feeling anxiety, when we try to force ourselves to breathe, it can exacerbate our anxiety and move into a panic attack. And then paradoxically, what we offer as a gift is easier to receive. So breathing into a soft belly. And then the 4th step is to ask for help. Just breathe, activates the right side of the brain, and just notice what comes. Oftentimes it'll be very subtle. It might not make sense. Usually the less it makes sense, the more powerful and helpful it is. Your body, your nervous system, that vagus nerve that we're starting to hear more about, will calm and will settle. And the person 6 feet across the room from you will feel it. And just like guitar strings that hum together, their nervous system will respond in kind. Because when you're doing these good things for yourself, this mind-body self-care for yourself, it is bringing benefit to your immediate sphere of influence, but also the collective. So now when people are looking for some sense of calm and stability, they can find it somewhere in the collective, because that is what you are radiating. We are all vibrational remedies for each other.